It's fall of 2021, and I'm in school, and I just finished my rock climbing class. So you know what rock climbing is. I don't even have to explain to you. So I walked into the gym, and today I was belaying. So belaying basically means is that there's the actual climber, like the guy who's like climbing the rock wall, and the belayer is the person who makes is gonna make sure that they don't die when they fall. So there's like a bunch of ropes like strapped to the rock climber and the belayer has to make sure that when the person falls, they don't like hit the ground at like 5 billion miles an hour and just like die, right? So I was the belayer, so I got all strapped in. All my ropes were like tied into the other person and stuff. And I used to be so skinny. I used to be that light that when like the climber was finished, when he got to the top of the wall and said, "Okay, you can lower me down now." When I used to lower him down, I used to be lifted up off the floor with him, even while someone was holding me down. So someone used to be behind me, literally like trying to pull me down because I was so fucking skinny that I used to be lifted up off the floor whilst I was like trying to like belay this dude. I used to be that skinny. I was 90 pounds. That was almost a year ago. I was literally 90 pounds. I was basically anorexic. I basically had this obsession with like staying skinny, with like staying lean and toned, bro. After you exercise, like you do like a really intense workout, you get hungry. Like you really just want to like eat food. That's not me. When I used to exercise, I used to swim. When I used to swim, and swimming's hard. If you ever swam like an actual practice, it's really, really, really hard, isn't it? I used to do that. I used to swim for 2 hours. For 2 hours, I used to be just like swimming, just super fucking tired. And afterwards, I wouldn't even be hungry. My appetite was that low. Really, really that low. So for a while, I used to be, well, bullied by my friends for being too skinny, which I guess makes sense. Because I was 90 pounds at like 5'3", 5'4", 5'5", something like that. I was 90 pounds at 5'5". I was the same height that I was last year. I'm 5'5", but I was 40 pounds lighter. Now I'm almost 130 pounds. This is just proof that it is possible to gain weight, and every excuse that you have is a lie. Now, first of all, you don't deserve a cut. You think for some reason you're already skinny as hell. You think you deserve a cut, don't you? You just want to like stay lean and toned and all this bullshit. That is complete bullshit. You need to bulk for a while, for a long, long while. Like I'm gonna be bulking for at least like 5 years, maybe. Like genuinely, like 5 years, I'm gonna be bulking. Like I know that might sound crazy, but if you're skinny as hell right now, and you just want to be lean and toned and all this bullshit, you need to bulk. You can't be skinny forever. You need to up the body weight so that you can become like someone of like a respectable size and strength. Even like I'm still small. I'm still kind of small. I'm 130. I'm still kind of small. But I'm way, way stronger and healthier than I was when I was 90 pounds, obviously. So you don't deserve a cut right now, all right? For some reason, you right now have this obsession with being lean and toned, don't you? And you just think like, oh yeah, like I had this stupid idea that if I cut down enough, I would just look like a smaller version of like a shredded guy. So imagine imagine like a big bodybuilder. Imagine like Sebum. If I thought that, oh yeah, if I just cut down, I'll just look like the 90-pound version of him. That's not how that works. You're not just gonna have like all of those like muscles there if you just cut down. You need to build them up. Like, yeah, you'll still have them, but they're gonna be small as fuck, and you're gonna be small as fuck if you don't bulk. So you need to bulk. You need to bulk for a long while. Now, there's a couple excuses that you have that are just like roaming throughout your brain. So, first of all, you can't trust your own brain right now. Right now, your brain is probably going to think of a lot of excuses on why you can't bulk, why you can't do this shit. Just start trusting my brain instead of yours. Your brain is the reason why you're here today. So why the fuck are you still listening to it? Why not just listen to my brain for once instead? Because my brain is actually trying to help you. Your brain is over here saying, "Oh yeah, we can't bulk because of this and that and that." You can't even trust your own brain right now. So just trust mine for a little bit. The first thing that you might say is, "Oh yeah, but I already eat 7 billion calories a day, bro, and I can't get weight." Every single skinny guy says this, don't they? Every single skinny guy that I've ever met says, "Oh yeah, but I already eat like 2 trillion calories a day, bro, and I can't gain any weight, bro." If you were really eating that much, if you're really eating like 4,000 calories a day, you would have already gained weight. You would have already been like huge. You'd have already like not been skinny yet. Here you are still skinny, which shows that you're not eating enough. You think you're eating enough. You think like you eat like 7 pizzas every single day and you eat like 2 tubs of ice cream and all this bullshit. You eat like more like 1,000 calories per day. But right now you think that you eat so much because your appetite is so small and you can just eat like a little bit and you're still satiated. You can eat just a tiny little bit of food and you're just going to be satiated for a while. I swear, dude, every skinny guy says the same bullshit, don't they? They always say that I eat so much every single day. That's not true. If you were really eating that much, you would have already gotten bigger. So you just need to be like critical and honest with yourself and saying, okay, yeah, I'm not eating that much. You just gotta eat more. You think you're eating a lot. You're not eating a lot at all. You right now you eat probably more like half of what you say you're eating. You say you're eating like 4,000 calories, you're eating more like 2,000, dude. Another thing you might say on what maybe why you can't bulk is, oh no, but my parents buy all my food and my parents won't allow me to bulk and my parents won't allow me to do this. Stop whining. Why are you whining? Why are you making all these excuses? You clicked on this video because you want to gain weight. You want to like stop being skinny as fuck. You want people to stop like making fun of you. Maybe like You know, you walk into class and like maybe some people make fun of you and say like, "Oh yeah, he's malnourished, bro," and then maybe you make fun of yourself because you have no respect for yourself, and you say like, "Oh yeah, I'm malnourished, bro." If you clicked on this video because you wanted to stop being skinny as hell, so just listen to what I'm saying and stop. Listen to my brain for once and stop listening to your brain. Your parents buy all your food. Okay, well that's a simple fix. Why not just the next time they go to the grocery store, why not just tell them what you want? Why not literally just say to them, "Hey mom, hey dad, can you buy this and this and this and this for me, please?" Or maybe you could just go to the store with them. Literally just like go to the store with them and maybe you pick out, you know, the jar of peanut butter or whatever. And bro, they'll probably be fine with it. Like your parents would probably be stoked if their like skinny little boy wanted to get bigger and stronger. They would probably support. They would definitely support you in that. So literally, you just gotta ask them. Literally, just ask them, or just go with them to the store. There's no excuse here, except for except for the fact that you don't want the discomfort of like walking up to them and asking them. Another thing you might say is, "Oh no, no, I don't want to get bulky. I don't want to get too big. I don't want big muscles. I just want to be lean and toned." You want to be lean and toned? How's that working out for you? Probably not really good, right? You're still skinny as hell. If you really want to be like, have some definition, yeah, sure, body fat plays a role in it. But what plays an even bigger role is muscle size. And if you want bigger muscles, well, you got to do two things. You got to train them, of course. You got to eat more. So if you really want to have more definition, if you really want to be more toned, you need to bulk first. Now, right now, you have ab anxiety, don't you? You think that like you have some little abs right now, and you think like, oh yeah, I'm super like lean and shredded, bro. Every skinny kid has abs, bro. Come on. Right now, you have this like ab anxiety. You think like, oh yeah, if I bulk too hard, I'll lose my abs, bro. I can't do that. I've seen dudes who bulked their way into abs. They didn't have abs beforehand. They started bulking, and they got more defined abs. Why? Because they increased the size of like the abdominal muscle, not because they cut it down. Like abs are not made in the kitchen, they're made in the gym. Yeah, sure, they're revealed in the kitchen when you like cut down body fat and shit. But that's like saying like, oh yeah, if you want bigger shoulders, all you have to do is cut down and then like, you know, it'll get more defined. That's not how that works. That's stupid. If you saw someone saying to get bigger shoulders, all you have to do is lose body fat, you would slap them. You would slap them in the face, wouldn't you? To get bigger shoulders, you need to grow your shoulders first. Sure, body fat plays a role in it. If you're like super, super fat, then like, yeah, you might not see your shoulders enough. But to actually see them, you still need to get bigger shoulders, don't you? So you'll probably actually get more defined abs. Your abs will be stronger and bigger, and you'll probably be able to see them a little bit better. Sure, you might gain some body fat, but who cares, bro? You need that. You're already skinny as fuck. You already like have skinny wrists like me, bro. Come on. Then you might say, "Oh, okay, that sounds good, but I don't have the appetite for all this shit. I can't like scarf down all this food. I can't eat a lot of food. I don't have a big appetite." Okay, fine. Fine then. Have fun staying small forever. Have fun staying small and weak forever. My appetite was shit too, alright? I literally told you that when I used to exercise, after I exercise, when you're supposed to be super, super hungry, I wasn't. I wasn't hungry at all. So appetite is not an excuse. If you don't have the discipline to eat food when you don't want to, because you're gonna have to eat food when you don't want to, you're gonna have to force feed yourself a little bit. All of the best bodybuilders in the world, all the best like bulking enthusiasts, they've all had to eat when they don't want to. You're gonna have to eat when you don't want to, and if you don't want to do that, fine. Stay small forever. I was able to increase my appetite. I was able to successfully increase my natural appetite. How? By training every single day and eating more. So if you train and eat more on this bulk, you will successfully increase your natural appetite. If you don't have the appetite right now to eat food, you're gonna have to scarf it down. You're gonna have to force feed yourself a little bit. People think this is extreme. People think like, oh yeah, no, all bodies are beautiful in this bullshit. No, they're not, dude. People think this is extreme, but I don't. I don't care, dude. It doesn't matter. If I have to force feed myself a little bit, if I had to like scarf down food when I don't want to get bigger and stronger and to be healthier, fine. You're gonna have those days where you're gonna have to stay up. You're gonna have those late nights where you still have 1,000 calories to go and you're gonna have to chug some olive oil and eat some butter. I know that might sound weird, but that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at some point. And you just have to have the discipline to say like this is what's gonna take. So how do you actually go about bulking properly? Well, you bulk with clean foods. You bulk with single ingredient foods. A lot of people, they think that, oh yeah, just because they're on a bulk, they get to eat like 7 pizzas every single day and they get to go to McDonald's and eat like the fucking Big Mac and all this bullshit. No, you don't. A bulk is not an excuse to eat shit food. You still eat single ingredient clean foods. Don't do this fucking like dirty bulk bullshit. Trust me, if you do the dirty bulk, you're gonna feel like shit. Like, yeah, you might gain some weight. You might gain a lot more weight than if you just did like a regular, just like clean bulk. Sure, you're gonna feel like shit. Your health is gonna deteriorate if you do that. Now, if you're really, like, really, really skinny, that's honestly, if you're like super, super, like really skinny, like if like you basically have like no like meat on your bones, that's probably the only time that I would say to eat some shit food. To eat like you still should eat majority like clean foods, but if you have to eat some ice cream or if you have to eat like some burgers or whatever, just to, like get the food down, get the calories in, if you really can't, I would say that's completely fine. But don't cope and be like, oh yeah, 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 I can do that. I can eat like 7 pizzas a day, bro. If you're ultra, like really, really, really skinny, fine, go ahead. Eat some ice cream, eat some junk food just to get the calories in. You still should be eating clean food, but you can include some junk if it's really, really like that hard to get the food down. So this is an actionable step right now. You're gonna go online to Google. You're gonna type in calorie calculator. Literally just type in that and just click like whatever the first thing that comes up. You're gonna input all your stats, your height, your weight, how much you exercise, etc., or your age, whatever. And it's gonna give you a number. That number, whatever it is, let's say it's like 2,500. That number is your maintenance calories, which means that if you eat that much, if I eat 2,500 calories, I'm not going to gain any weight. So just add like 500 calories more to that. Make it 3,000. Around 300 to 500 calories, somewhere around there. You're going to eat that for 1 week. Once you eat that for 1 week, during that week, you're gonna have to keep track of your weight just for a week to see what happens. Because sometimes these calculators, they can be just like a little bit off. So you're gonna eat that and track it. Track your weight for 1 week. You're gonna track your weight in the morning after you've shit yourself. Okay, well, maybe not after you've shit yourself, but after you've taken a shit. Just weigh yourself. See what the scale says. If after a week, the scale's gone up a little bit, then good. Keep doing what you're doing. If the scale has gone down, if you've lost weight, then you need to eat way more. You need to increase it by like maybe 1,000 calories than what it already is. But that's probably like highly like unlikely. Like these calculators, they can be a little bit off, but like generally like they're pretty accurate. And if you weigh yourself and nothing happens, if you stay the same weight, then good, that's your maintenance calories, and you need to just eat more after that. Tracking makes a huge difference. Like really, like the moment that I really started to gain weight, when I've gained almost 40 pounds, is when I started to track my food. Tracking is like crucial. One of the most like crucial things you can do. You need to track your food. All you're gonna do is you're gonna download the app MyFitnessPal. There's other apps like Chronometer or whatever the hell, but I like MyFitnessPal the best. Just download MyFitnessPal. Input in like all your calories and protein, whatever. And all you're just gonna do is track your food. Now, how do you track your food? Well, you get a scale. You buy like a food scale. It's cheap, bro. Just come on, just like buy. You probably already have one in your house. You get the scale. You put the bowl or the plate or whatever on top of it. You press the button to turn it on, and it's gonna say 0 grams. So right now, there's nothing in the bowl because obviously it says 0 grams. Now let's say I weigh out 300 grams of rice, for example. So I'm gonna get like the plate of rice. I'm gonna like put it in the bowl until it says 300 grams. Now what I'm gonna do is you go into MyFitnessPal. You search up white rice cooked white rice. And just input it as 300 grams cooked white rice. Boom. That's like what? 300, 400 calories? I don't know. Somewhere around there. And then let's say after that you weigh out freaking I don't know, what do people eat with rice? Beans, I guess. So you get your beans, you put them into the bowl. Well, first you got to zero out the scale first. So after you weigh your rice, you zero out the scale, you turn it on, or you turn it off and then back on again. You put whatever beans, whatever in there. Weigh out how much you want to weigh out. Let's say I do like 300 grams again. then go into the app again, search up beans cooked, and just input it into the app. It's really simple. Come on. Now you might say like, but I can't do this in my house because people think I'm weird. I can't do this. This is not normal. Bro, does this look normal to you, bro? Having like a bunch of shit on your wall. Do you think that's normal, bro? We're not normal here. We're not doing normal people shit. And so if people think that you're weighing out and you're tracking your food, people might think that's weird. Good. Because most people don't care about your health, including your parents. And I know that might sound harsh, but it's the truth. Most people don't care about their health. So if people think you're weird for weighing out and tracking your food, fine. Now, if you really like can't like weigh your food, what I would say is just eat your meal, whatever it is, and after you're done, eat a little bit more. Eat like a couple spoonfuls more of food. Like literally just ask your mom, like, "Oh yeah, can I have a little bit more, please?" So after you're full, and you're gonna feel full, probably relatively quickly if you're really skinny. Just eat like 5, 10 spoonfuls more of what you would usually eat. Like I said, it's not gonna be fun. It's gonna be pretty uncomfortable. Like you've seen those videos where it's like, oh yeah, the real workout is not the gym workout, bro. Like the real workout is like, and you see like the guy with a huge plate of food. That's actually true. Like the training is, the training is easy. Because once you get into the flow of it, it's just like, yeah, right, whatever. Yeah, of course it's hard. The training's hard. Like, oh yeah, I gotta like do a set of squats, bench, pull up, whatever. But really, like the real hard part is like getting the food down. So it's gonna be uncomfortable, and you're not gonna want to do it, and your brain is gonna say a bunch of excuses. But you're just gonna have just scarf it down. You can't do that, fine. Be skinny forever. What I would say the biggest thing to do is with your diet, eat more foods just higher in fat because fat has more calories than literally everything else. More calories than protein, carbs. Fat is really, really calorie dense. So just eat more fat. Eat more fatty foods. Things like butter, olive oil, avocados, nuts, peanut butter, stuff like that. Milk. Don't be afraid of fucking milk, bro. Like you see a lot of guys are like, oh yeah, no, milk is like estrogenic, it gives you female hormones. That's because you buy like the shit like blue milk from Aldi. Just get some like just regular, just grass fed milk. Literally one of the greatest like bulking hacks of all time. Just get more milk. So if you eat foods higher in fat, you will gain weight. Fat has more calories if you eat more calories. You're gonna gain weight. Simple as that. If you're really, really struggling to get the food out, you can just make a shake. Just like put a bunch of food into a blender, like milk, protein powder, peanut butter, olive oil. Yes, you can put olive oil in shakes. Butter, yes, you can put butter in shakes. That's what I do. Oats, if you really want, just throw that into the blender. Just blend it up, and boom, that's like an invisible, like 1,000 calories, literally just right there. Just a few things: oats, protein powder, bananas, peanut butter, olive oil, milk. You throw all that in there, you blend it up. That's an easy 1,000 calories just right there. Maybe even a little bit more. Now, maybe, let's say you're trying to do something like this. Maybe you wake up in the morning and you're trying to also do your work at the same time. So, can you intermittent fast and bulk? Yes, you can. It's as simple as that. Just literally use the hacks that I've said previously. Just eat a diet that's just higher in fat. Make that huge ass shake. Eat foods that are like really, really calorically dense. If you do that, you can intermittent fast and bulk. It is possible. And then training. Now, you can't just eat food and expect to gain muscle. It's not like that. Of course, food's a huge, huge part of it. But if you really want, well, obviously this is just common sense. If you really want to like bulk properly, you need to be training at the same time. You can't just like eat a bunch of food. You'll just get fat. During your bulk, your strength and weight on the scale, it should go up. And if you're new to the gym, it should go up relatively quickly. And if it's not, you're doing something wrong. So maybe you need to just train harder, or maybe you need to up the calories. But during the bulk, your strength, it will go up relatively quickly. Even, I guess, if like your weight isn't like going up. I found that if you get stronger first, because size and strength are basically intertwined. Come on, like, yeah, you can build strength without gaining size and vice versa. But they're pretty much directly intertwined. A bigger muscle is basically always going to be a stronger muscle. And so if you're gaining strength, and you're bulking at the same time, if you're gaining strength, you're bulking, you are going to gain weight. It's just simple. One of the most frustrating things is, waking up, going to weigh yourself, and seeing that the scale has gone down. Like, that's one of the most frustrating things. Like, for a lot of people, for a lot of, like, I guess, fat folks, that's a good thing. Like, oh yeah, the scale is going down, that's great. No, for us, you see the scale go down, you know that you're doing something wrong. You know that you need to fix something in your diet. You know that you need to be eating more. Really, it's that simple. Just eat more. This whole video can really be just someone to eat more, bro. just that sentence. So you need to be training. You need to be training hard. Now, let's say you can't go to the gym. Worst case scenario, you can't go to a gym for some reason. You still have zero excuses. You still have zero excuses. What do you need equipment-wise to get to a workout? Nothing. Basically nothing. If you have a floor where you live, which most people do, if you have a floor where you live, you can already get a good workout in. If you have like a branch outside of your tree, like that's sturdy, you could already get a good workout in. So you should have literally no excuses on why you can't work out. Literally do like just this simple ass workout. If you're a beginner, push-ups, pull-ups, squats, that's it. Literally, it's that simple. Push-ups, pull-ups, and squats. Push-ups you can do literally everywhere, just on the floor. Like literally, don't even overthink it. Like if you have to go on your knees, fine. Like just hit some push-ups, bro. Come on. Squats, same thing. Now, body weight squats are going to be surprisingly challenging for you, especially if you're really, really skinny. I remember when I first started, when I was working out, just literally just in my living room with my brother. You know, he would like put a bunch of weights on. He would like have a backpack on. He'd be holding dumbbells in his hands doing squats. I used to literally struggle to even do my own body weight in squats. Like my legs were like so sore the day after. So squats are going to be really challenging for you, especially if you're really skinny, because this is not to like insult you or anything, but your legs are just small. They aren't that developed yet. So squats, same thing. You have a floor where you live, do squats. Do them slow and controlled. Trust me, they're going to be really, really hard, especially if you're really, really skinny. And then pull-ups. Now, with pull-ups, you're going to have a couple of excuses. You're going to think, one, I can't do pull-ups, and two, I don't have anywhere to do them. Okay, well, you don't have anywhere to do them. Now, you probably do. You just are super lazy and don't want to just go outside. You probably have like a nearby park that like literally has like a bar, like a monkey bar or whatever. Like you could do pull-ups on there. But you're just too lazy to walk over there. You're too lazy to go outside, right? Now, if you really, really don't have anywhere to do them, which I probably doubt, you definitely have somewhere to do them. You just don't want to go outside. If you really, really don't have anywhere to do them, what you can do is you can just buy like the doorway attachment pull-up bar. Literally just go on Amazon, type in just like pull-up bar, doorway attachment. It's like cheap. It's like, what, $20 or whatever. Just like ask your parents if you could buy it, or you could like steal your mom's credit card or something. Just ask your parents if you can buy it, and they'll probably allow you to buy it, bro. Like if I was a dad, I would be like stoked if my son came up to me like, "Hey, dad, can I like get the doorway pull-up attachment?" Like your parents would probably like be stoked. Like I've said this before in the video, your parents would be happy if you wanted to get bigger and stronger. Of course they would. Who wouldn't be happy? So just buy it. Now, you can't do pull-ups. Okay, fine. What you're gonna do is you're gonna get the bar first. You're gonna jump all the way up to the top while still holding the bar. So you kind of like cheated and you've already just like completed the rep. And then just slowly just do the other half of the movement, sort of like the down phase of the pull-up bar. Like even if you just do that, even if you just do eccentrics, that's what that's called. Even if you just do like the down phase of the pull-up, it's still quite hard. Like it still hits that same muscle like really, really hard. So that's it. Don't overthink it. Don't think about like, oh yeah, but I gotta train like the rectus femoris fiber, the quadricep to do all this. Like, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it when you're first starting out. Literally just do the simple ass workout. And if you're skinny, if you're really, really like weak, I don't mean to like say that to like insult you or anything, but if you're like really, really skinny, you're just starting out, you don't need to add on weight yet for it. Just your body weight, it's just going to be enough. As you get stronger and stronger, then yeah, you can go to regular gym. And even at the regular gym, like there's gonna be a lot of machines, there's gonna be like a lot of contraptions, like what does this do? Like, oh yeah, it does that or whatever. Still, don't overthink it. Just do a couple of basic movements. Bench press, deadlifts, squats, pull-ups, overhead press. That's it. That's all you need. Don't overthink it. You shouldn't be ego lifting either. Don't be like those dudes you see in the gym who load up 405 on a shoulder press and just do like a 16th rep. You need to start small. If you don't have a gym, you can't even do one push-up, go on your knees and just do like 5 push-ups. After you've done those for a week, then you can start increasing the reps. Maybe instead of doing 5, you do 7. Then the next week, maybe you do 10. Then maybe you get your first like actual push-up without using your knees. You start small and you start like building up slowly. That's progressive overload. Really? It's that simple. Hope this video helped you, bro. Take care.